Alright. Ooh, we dropped some gold armor. I finally killed something with a spell. Cool. Okay, so the bottom left corner, in the bottom left, how do I say this? In the bottom center of the screen is, of course, my toolbar, or yeah, my hotbar with my levels and my hunger, my health, my armor above that. Above my level is the 8, which is my magic level, which is, as I said, every even number of those I get a research point. I gain those levels by using my spells, but I have to use them for the purpose they're intended for. So when I just shoot my projectile, I don't gain any experience for that, and thus no levels, because I'm not using that spell for what it's for. But when I fire my projectile spell at something, see that I gain a little bit of experience. So even I'm hitting this mana elemental from far. So right above the 8, you'll see a bar, and that would be the experience bar for the magic. Much like right below the 41 is the experience level for the Minecraft experience levels. So I hit this guy again. Oh, I missed him. If I hit him one more time, I should be able to go to level 9. There you go. So see there, you gain levels, and again, every even number I will get a blue research point. And then when I get to no, back. When I get to, where is it at? Skill points. 2 through 20 is blue, 22 through 40 is green, and 42 through 50 is the red skill points. So every even number in those ranges, I get that specific color. So to the left of my hotbar looks like a red starburst type of a thing with a meter there, and that's the burnout meter. The more you cast a spell, the higher that burnout gets, to the point where when it's at its maximum, you won't be able to cast any, or no, that's not it. The higher that meter goes, the more mana it costs to cast a spell. And the amount of mana it costs to cast a spell depends on the spell and how powerful it is. So that's just to keep you from being able to just fire nonstop, like I was just, from doing this at a monster and kind of being unfair about it. But in order to cast a spell, it uses up mana, and that's how much magic energy you have. Mana is represented by the blue bar on the thing, and so that's there in the lower right hand corner. Now honestly, that's a little bit difficult to see, but it looks like when I cast the spell, the bar is getting more towards the left. It's very difficult to see, but that mana will recharge over time. So not only do you have the limitation, which is by the burnout meter on the left side, on how that will stop you from being able to just constantly cast a spell, but you also have limited mana, which is on the right-hand side in order to cast a spell. So one of the things that says in the compendium, and I think I'm going to do this, is that you can change the UI by doing this /AMUICFG. So AMUICFG, enter. There we go. Durations, yes. Durations, no. Oh, durations, yes. Oh, that's what added that. Okay. That's good to know. I'm going to turn this into numeric. Do I want to keep it where it was? This is kind of cool, actually, the way this is done. Contingency type. I can't just get rid of this, though. I can put this anywhere. I can move this around and put this anywhere on the screen. This is really, really, really cool. This is very impressive. Mythion did a good job with this thing here, being able to move the elements of the display wherever you like. If all Minecraft did this, that would be pretty darn neat. Yeah, wow, that is really slick. Okay, so for example, if I cast a spell, I have 38 mana, 20. So this spell costs me 10 mana every time I want to cast it. And the level, my magic level, which again is magic level 9 right now, will determine how much mana I have, as well as how quickly my mana regenerates when it's been used. So yeah, so looks like we have successfully created our first spell, and we used it. What I'm going to do now, I think, is I want to go down here to the Oculus, and I think what I want to do is I want to look at these mana regen. I probably need that. Let's go to these utility spells. So a touch spell, dig, yeah, target non-solid blocks. Dig is the one I should have gotten to begin with. That's the one that allows you to do mining. Light, ooh, that might be useful. So dig, if I use dig, now I need another writable book. Let's just do this real quick so I can show you how dig works, because dig is super useful. I need a writable book, which means I need a book. And I can't do a book because I don't have any leather. So real quick, I will go find a cow, convince the cow to give me some of its skin, and I will be right back. Okay, I made it back. Found a cow that was willing to sell me her skin. Yeah, we'll just say that that's how that turned out. So again, I'm gonna need sugar canes. 3 of those will get me 3 pieces of paper, and 3 pieces of paper, and leather is a book, and a book with a ink sac and a feather. Book, ink sac, and a feather is this book and quill, which the Arcane Compendium likes to call a writable book. So let's run down here. Now, over in the Oculus, well, whoops, not the Oculus, over in the inscription table, put the book in here, and we want touch, oops, gotta drag it, touch, and dig. That's all that I want. Can I call that something? Can I call that Diggy? Yeah, there we go. Diggy. All right. So now, oh, you know, my Bang 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 book is still in there. How do I get it out of there? I'm going to find out how to get the book out of there the right way. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and in order to get this book out, I have to hold down the shift as if I was sneaking and right click it, and the book comes out and apparently disappears. Oh, there it is. Just graphically glitched up. Actually, I'll go ahead and put Bang 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 in here. So now let's take a look at Diggy, and this is a touch dig spell, and it requires clay, feather, Ventium dust, iron shovel, raw fish, orange rune, and an iron pickaxe. That actually requires quite a bit. I don't have any clay, but I can get some of those. But let's get the other materials just to be ready and see what happens. So first thing I'm going to need to do, I got enough cobblestone here. Let's make the 2 runes. And having the book with me is a lot easier than going up and down. Orange. Orange dye, I believe, is made by combining yellow dye and red dye. So let's check that out. Yellow dye, red dye is definitely orange dye. Okay. And put that is such, those runes are so cool looking. Okay. So I've got an orange rune. Put that away. Let's put that away. I'm gonna need some iron, which I don't think I have any. Dun, dun, dun. I have tin dust. Huh, I thought I had crushed up some iron. I guess I did not. Or, oh, I know what I did. I had crushed up just what I needed, though, at the time. So let's put this in here. Okay. So I'm going to need an iron shovel, an iron pickaxe, a raw fish. Oh, goodness. Surprisingly, when I was out and about earlier, I happened to come across a raw fish sitting around. These things, if I leave those in there, are going to confuse me. So let's put them where they're supposed to go. There we go. I've got some more Damascus steel. I should be fine for steel for a long time. I just happened to run across this this raw fish for no apparent reason. It was just sitting there. It's kind of a strange deal, but I'll take it. Putting stuff away so I don't get too terribly confused on what I'm trying to do. Okay, so back to my spell. As I said, I'm going to need a feather, a shovel, fish, Vintium dust. Oops. Feather, 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 feather. There's a feather. And I'm going to need clay. It's nighttime. Let's go sleep. And we'll go real quick to some water and find some clay. Okay, clay. I think I'm just going to go ahead and dig up quite a bit of it because there's other things I can use clay for. And I may need clay for other things. I said that twice, didn't I? I may need the clay, so I'm just going to go ahead and dig up a bunch of it and head back over to the house. Okay, I am back and I have all this clay, so I'll take one out. And let's see, I need a Vintium ore to turn into Vintium dust. And I need to cook up this iron. I need to cook up the iron and make a pickaxe and a shovel. I'll be back when I've done that. Okay, I have an iron pickaxe and an iron shovel. And going back to consult with my book here. Clay, feather, Vintium dust. So, clay, feather, Vintium dust. Maybe I'll see if it asks for them in order. Iron shovel, shovel, fish, rune, and pickaxe. So, shovel, fish, rune, and then the pickaxe. Okay, so let's hit... Oh, and I need spell parchment. See, I almost forgot about that. Almost forgot. So let's make us some more sticks. And I can put that in there. And a piece of paper. So we go like this. We go like this. And we got a piece of spell parchment. Alright. Let's head back downstairs. Alright, now let's go over here. Let's put the book on. Boop. Now, does the book give us the animation? No. It doesn't give us the animation until we throw in the blank rune, right? So blank rune. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. Okay, so it wants the Vintium dust, so it's not in the same order that it was in the book. Vintium dust. Feather. There you go. Fish. I don't know what fish has to do with digging, but there you go. Clay. The orange rune. The shovel. And the pickaxe. Oh, shoot. Give me pickaxe. And then spell parchment. And I'll take that. And I'll go ahead and take that book off. And we'll put it away over here. So now I have a spell called Diggy Diggy. So when I right click on this, it pops up here. And I'm going to leave the same name, and we're going to look for an icon so we kind of can tell what it does just by looking at it, which is easier said than done because, you know, all what it does is dig holes in the ground, so it's might be a little bit difficult to find something that sort of represents that. And in fact, I really don't see anything that would instantly invoke in me a sense of something digging in the ground, right? So let's just give it something sort of generic-y looking, we'll just give it. I'm just gonna leave it there. And so you can see here the mana cost on it is 2.5. Okay. So let's go somewhere where we can use this. I don't want to use it here because I want to show you guys what it does. But it does what you would think. It digs. Boom. Boom. Now if I hold it, it doesn't seem to make a difference. But now if you look, every time I do this, it's using up 2.5 mana, roughly. But you can see I'm gaining, let's see, 3, 4, 2. I'm gaining various amounts of experience points. And I was gaining about 5 or so at one point in time, and then that number dropped down. And that goes back to what the compendium was saying about earning experience, that gaining magic levels. There are diminishing returns on the cooldown, so spamming spells won't get you anywhere. So I can't just constantly do spells I can't just constantly do them and hope to get experience points. There has to be some time in between when they're cast, or maybe just different spells have to be cast. I don't know what the exact mechanic on that is, but there you go. 2 spells that I've been able to make. One simple projectile spell doesn't do a lot of damage, but I can hit things from far away. And a digging spell, which seems like, you know, the digging spell, basically all it does is dig. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you it's something super, oh, I fell down, super fantastic or wonderful or anything. And it may seem like that's a kind of a minor deal, but in reality, this is fairly useful because I can do a lot of mining without using up my shovels or my pickaxes. So obviously I have tons of Damascus steel, as I was commenting on earlier, so it's not a huge deal, but at the same time it's nice that I can do some mining without having to worry about using up my pickaxes and shovels. If you notice, the burnout meter is rising, and I can get ores with this as well. See, I still get the experience just as if I had dug it myself. Oh, there's some copper back here. So you can see the burnout meter is rising, and if you're watching carefully, you can see that I'm using more than 2.5 mana each time I cast the spell. So as the burnout meter gets higher, the amount of mana to cast the same spell increases. And as you can see, I have not been getting a whole lot of experience, but I've been getting a little bit. So yeah, there you go. So we've gotten started with Ars Magica. I have a couple of basic spells to get me going. I will do more research and try to figure out what other spells I will want that will help me. But that's going to be it for now. I probably won't bother with boring you with every spell that I make, unless I make something that happens to be really cool. I'll show it to you. But otherwise, there's your introduction to Ars Magica. I'll let you know when I do make other spells and what they are and what they do. But I won't take you through the entire process as you just saw, but that just gives you an idea of what I have. And I'm assuming that the more powerful the spell, or the more the higher tiered spells probably utilize a lot more materials and different things. I know that another thing that will have to be done at some point in time, and maybe I will talk to you guys about that when I get there, is building a nexus. There are 3 types of nexus: the light, neutral, and the dark nexus. They are, of course, made in different ways. The light nexus is pretty basic, or maybe they all look the same. I can't remember. Let's look real quick. Essence. Yeah, they all look the same in a sense, but they're made with different things. Anyway, and they do different things, but they generate essence, and some of the more complex spells will require that to make those. And I will probably work on a way to, I'll probably redo the downstairs magic area to better reflect that. So there you go. Ars Magica, we're up and running with that. We have some basic spells, and I will be making more later, but that's what we will be working on for now, or that's what we will be working with for now. Let me see if I can hit that skeleton. I hit him. That's great. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time.